see you, old faces, new faces, welcome. Raise the glass, it's time to lower your IQ. Oh man, we started the show off here with Black Randy and the Metro Squad from the album Past the Dust, I Think I'm Bowie, the song Marlon Brando. This record's a total blast, man. Some great musicianship. The bass in this, some wild sounds too. And Black Randy's got such a great voice, very unique, very distinct. I actually first became aware of Black Randy and the Metro Squad through the movie the Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Stains, which featured like a 15-year-old Diane Lane. And she played in this fictional band called The Fabulous Stains. And then there was also another band in there called The Looters. And it was cool because The Looters played like all professional songs. So like I think that movie probably at a young age turned me on to the professionals. But where Black Randy comes in to play in that movie, there's like this really washed up metal band that the Looters are touring with called the Metal Corpses. And one of the guys dies in the band. And they're holding auditions because they want to keep the tour going. And auditioning was Black Randy and the Metro Squad. And they're doing the song I Slept in an Arcade, which is this total, like, obnoxious, snot-nosed kind of punky funk song, you know? And the dude from the Looters is visibly upset. He's had enough of Black Randy. And he tries to tell him, cut it, man, stop. And Black Randy won't stop. He's in his face singing the lyrics and everything. And the dude from the Looters winds up beating him up. It's really funny. But yeah, it's great tunes in here. I Slept in an Arcade. We just heard Marlon Brando. Down at the Laundromat, that's where it's at. I Want to Be a Narc. Idi Amin. Some great tunes, man. If you're looking for some wacky kind of punk stuff, this will be right up your alley, man. And this is not a Vinyl 5, but it reminds me of the first band I'm going to show you. And we're going to have to fade out Black Randy. He's going to have to go back to the arcade and get some sleep. Great record, man. So the first record I'm going to show you is from 2022. It's a brand new record. And I've got a great Vinyl Finds plan for you. I got this new record from 2022. One that was originally released in 2017, but finally it got a reissue because it was really hard to find. So I'm really happy I got it. Then we're going to go to 1978 for some excellent punk rock. And we're going to close the show with probably my all-time favorite artist. I picked up a new record. So let's cue up the first one, man, and get into it. So I played Black Randy because some of it reminds me of this, but it's a band on Total Punk Records who have been killing it, man. Killing it lately. Put out that new Schizos, that Cherry Cheeks record. There's so much good stuff. But from 2022, from Victoria, I think recently moved to Vancouver. It's a band called the Retail Simps. Reverberant Scratch, 9 Shots in the Dark by the Retail Simps. And when you see this band's name, when you hear the band name, what they sound like, you wouldn't think it's like a band named this. Like you'd expect something else. And these guys are great, man. They do some like punky kind of groove stuff, but very reminiscent of like great rock and roll from the 60s, man. And there's 2 covers on this record. One cover is on side B. It's called Summertime, originally done by the band Unnatural Acts. This is a great single, man. I love this single. The Creep. Great stuff. They Saved Hitler's Brain. It's an awesome single. But the first one, I'm going to play, we're going to start with side 1, track 1. It's a song called Hit and Run. And it's originally done by a woman named Rose Batiste from 1966. And I went back and I listened to the 66 version of the song, and it's excellent. But the Retail Simps really turned the song on its head, man. It's great. And I'm going to play it. Enough gabbing about it. I'm going to play it. And then I'm going to show you some records that I brought out that I wanted to listen to after I listened to this. So get a taste here of the Retail Simps, the song Hit and Run. If you can't shake to the Retail Simps, baby, you can't shake to nothing. You gotta get hyped up or get out, baby. Come on. Swagger, kind of 60s kind of swagger, but retail synths. And I'm looking at the cover where he's like, you know, shooting the pool ball with the guitar. That's pretty cool. But it's reminded me of something. Like, what is the cover remind me of? And it was this Kane single from 1978 where they're standing in front of the pool table. This is a really cool single. Dice, Suburban Gorilla. Really cool. But, you know, when I was listening to this, the first time I listened to it, it totally reminded me of a few bands, but I thought it sounded like, gave me a real, like, Pear Ubu kind of vibe. If you took Pear Ubu with the vocals and, like, backed them up with Sam the Sham, I think you'd get the retail synths, man. Song on the record, and it's a covers, but I want to give you a taste of like an original song, and I really like the third song. It's called End Times Hip Shaker Part 1 and 2. So check this out. The guitar tones totally give me a television vibe, man. I'm gonna wait for the wax, but I didn't realize that the cassette version had like demos and other songs from the year before, so I gotta get it so I can listen to the other stuff they have to offer, man. But yeah, Hit and Run, Love Without Friction's the second song, it's great. End Times Hip Shaker Part 1 and 2 is what we're listening to now, it's great. The last song on the first side called Dozen a Dime, it just sounds what a heroin den would look like. You know, it's crazy, man. Side 2 starts off with a ripper, an acceptable list of games for a socialized human. 25-step program, then you get Summertime by Unnatural Acts. Just great stuff. I would really suggest picking this up. This is, so far, I think this is like topping the list as my favorite release of 2022 so far. Yeah, let's get into it. It's just got so much to offer that I like from the old, but done in a modern time. I just think it's great. They nailed it, man. They totally nailed it. I couldn't help it. You can't ignore a little Velvet Underground influence in it. And for some funky kind of style punk with a little groove in it, man, I brought out Ian Dury and the Blockheads, New Roots and Panties. I love it, but I think mostly what I hear in this is like great 60s band and like a very television kind of vibe to it. I love it. Noise, 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 baby, come on. Yeah, this part gives me some kind of like blacked out Stooges kind of vibe, and there's like I can't remember what song it is on here, but it reminds me of 1969 by the Stooges. It's great. Here's the label on Total Punk Records, the Retail Simps 2022, man. Get your paws on it. You're gonna love it, man. I think you're really gonna dig it. So the next record I'm gonna show you, originally released in 2017, just got a reissue. A band from Melbourne, Australia. And I had, this was actually, this band was recommended to me from somebody in the comments like a long time ago. and I went and picked it up. I picked up this album, Stiff Richards, State of Mind. This is the first one I got by Stiff Richards. And I loved this album. Minus one song. I don't like one song, but the rest of it's gold, man. It's great. Just nasty, garagey kind of punk. And yeah, it's if you like that kind of stuff, man, it's right up your alley. So I went back after I got this, and I was looking for their other stuff. They got the self-titled and then an album called Dig. And dude, they're hard to find, and when you find them, they're really expensive. And so the first one, when I saw it, the first one got reissued. This is the Stiff Richards self-titled record here on Drunken Sailor. And I was so pumped that this got reissued because I could finally hear these songs and on wax and, you know, have a copy. And dude, this record is really good. I don't think I like State of Mind better, and I don't know if it's because I heard it first. I just think that record's got some amazing songs on it. But this one's going to throw you for a little bit of a loop. Not at first, but I'm going to play a song on the A side, then I'm going to flip it over to the B side and show you the contrast of what's going on. On the B side, there's songs that are not even close to what you would hear on something on State of Mind. State of Mind had so much energy. I just love that record. That was one of my favorite records that I bought last year. And whoever recommended me that band, thank you. But we're going to start on the A side, man. And let's go. I was going to play Little Creature, but let's go. I like the third song too, Strung Out. Raunchy garage rock and roll, baby. Get into it. Come on. It reminds me of, I had to bring out the Devil Dogs first album. Yeah, the Kings of the Pawn Shop, baby. Just out for some action, baby. Ball me out, come on. The Devil Dogs first album. If you dig that, you're really going to dig the Stiff Richards, man. Sounds like a night of bad decisions, baby. Come on. Gave me a vibe like a caveman, baby. Come on. Primitive rock and roll, man. Ring that bell, play that guitar. Come on. Remind me of Grindhouse, man. Some maximum R&R, man. Great record. Also from Australia, man. You think the Stiff Richards, you're gonna love a Portland Tortoise. Oh, another release that I love from last year that this reminds me of. And you know, you gotta dig this band, man. You gotta get into this group, man. Civic, the album Future Forecast. If you like Civic, you like what you hear here from Stiff Richards, you're gonna really dig Civic, man. Pure and simple, straightforward rock and roll, man. If you like that older Amyl and the Sniffer stuff, if you're still geeking out over this band, man, you gotta get into some Stiff Richards, dude. You're gonna dig that. If you dig the Nightbirds, I think see it, right? It totally sounds like a Minor Threat tune, man. But they have the action, man. They got the swagger. They got it, man. They got the feeling that like I get when I listen to the Sonics, you know, something like that, man. You can feel that it's real. You feel the heat, man. So we heard Strung Out. This is the song Brainwash. That's on the A side. It's the first song on it kicks off Little Creature. That's a great like garage stomper, dude. But now I'm gonna turn it over, and the first two songs, Bustin' Out and Bored, it's still in the rock and roll vein, but it's totally like on the other end of the rock and roll spectrum, dude. It's more like of this like if you like that stonery kind of rock, that fuzzed out like slow riff driven kind of stuff, these first two songs on this B-side are for you, man. And that's something I didn't know, that they played that kind of style stuff. And when I flipped the record over, I was like, you know, I don't know. And the more I listened to it, I was like, these songs are great, man. So we're going to hear the song Bustin' Out, but after that, Squid Voyager, Wrath Riff, and Black Leather, and the album, excellent stuff, man. But yeah, check out, I'll play a little bit of that stoner style kind of stuff with Bustin' Out. They were probably smoking that hippie mess when they recorded these two songs. Out the window of that hippie jump. You know, the only thing that bothers me about this is the jacket is so boring. Nothing to it, man. They kind of mesh into each other. It's like one big long song, and I can dig it, man. But I like the more revved up kind of style stuff, like Little Creature, Strung Out, Brainwash, Label, Black Leather, good stuff. But yeah, that's a really cool reissue, man. I'm glad they reissued it. It's everything about it, though, is so plain. Labels are plain. The jacket's plain. I know it's the reissue and they made it look like the first one, but just, I don't know, spruce it up. Give us a little something more, man. Give her a cool insert or something. But no, not on that one. I'm going to cue up the next one. We're going to go to 1978 for this one. And I think Cosmic Brian showed this one on one of his videos a couple weeks ago. And I had a single by this band. And when I saw that there was a compilation with more stuff, I was really pumped. Oh, before I get into this one, I've been showing tapes. I've been showing like one tape every video. There's some stuff where these bands just put tapes out. So if I like it, I pick it up. And this is a band called Society. And speaking of that hippie mess, it's all on the cover there. Yeah, I should get rid of this then, man. I don't want that garbage. But Society's awesome, man. If you like your punk, like low class, lo-fi, Society's where it's at, man. I mean, this is super lo-fi. This is like, it's not even basement rock. It's below that. It's foundation rock. You know, it's great, man. But the first lyric in the song, what's the first? Static. It's like, there's no lyric sheet, but I'm pretty sure he says, I'm smoking crack out of my window, getting high, playing Nintendo. To give you an idea of the class we're in here with Society. It's a really good tape, man. I think they only made like 50 of them, so if you can get it, check it out. So the next record I'm going to show, like I said, is from 1978. I had the single from this band, and it's Jack and the Rippers. Jack and the Rippers were from Switzerland. And I love this single. And like I said, when I saw there was more stuff, I got really pumped. And it's funny because it's the same cover. It's just yellow. You know, no effort. Yeah, this picture on the back is cool. They look great. It's better than that plain stiff Richards jacket. I'm going to play you my favorite song on the compilation. It's also on that single, and then we'll get into another song that didn't make that single. But this is the song called No Desire. Great pogo pump from 78. Telephone ring again. Telephone ring this evening. Do you think you're my friend? You won't be up at 1 o'clock. You won't be up at 2. You won't be up at 3 o'clock. What do you want me to do? I got no desire. I got no time to take you out tonight. Already on time. I got no desire. I got no time to take you out tonight. Already on time. Telephone ring this morning. Telephone ring again. Telephone ring this evening. Do you think you're my friend? You won't be up at 1 o'clock. You won't be up at 2. You won't be up at 3 o'clock. What do you want me to do? I got no desire. I got no time to take you out tonight. Already on time. I got no desire. Yeah, this is great. This is probably the punkest offering on the compilation besides the last song, Automobile, which I thought was, I thought the Rings did that. I think they do that, but I didn't know Jack and the Rippers had a version of Automobile. That's a good song. I Feel Like a Tram starts the album, and it's also the on the single that I have. But I Feel Like a Tram starts off with this kind of choppy riff and drums, and you're kind of like, okay, this is good, but the payoff on the chorus is like amazing. And this band has great choruses, big payoffs, man, and super great melodies. It's that nice pocket of punk and power pop that meld together and just, it's bliss to me, total bliss, man. And the compilation is called I Think It's Over, and that's the next song we're gonna hear. This was No Desire. So while I think It's Over is playing, I'm going to show you some records that I brought out while listening to this. Some singles, Him or Me by the band, especially the B-side, You Dirty Rat, kind of reminds me of Jack and the Rippers. Really cool single. The Radio Stars, Dirty Pictures. I want to take some dirty pictures of the Spelling Mistakes. I hate the spelling mistakes. This is a great single, man. Check this one out. The last one, The Purple Hearts, Frustration. Another rock. This one a little more wrapped up, but Cyanide, Your Old Man. Another really fun punk single. Oh, the Meanies, It's True. Got this one last year, man. I've been looking for it forever. They reissued it. Unfortunately, on a picture disc, but if you dig the Stupids, I think you'll really dig Jack and the Rippers. And, one of these songs on here really reminded me of The Circles, opening up some really great mod. Really great mod, too. I also brought out Satan's Rats. Great, snotty kind of pogo punk here, man, in the late 70s. I brought out both Kids records, man. If you think the Kids, I think you'll dig Jack and the Rippers, man. And honestly, a lot of the stuff kind of reminded me of the Saints' first album. Rest in peace, Chris Bailey, man. We lost a good one. Rest in peace, man. Yeah, the songs are great, man. Like I said, I love the guitar tone. Really great melody, great choruses. There's only one song I don't like on it. Is Endless Peace. That's like like a lot of bands at the time in the late 70s, you know, punk and reggae were kind of intertwined and running in the same circles and stuff like that. A lot of bands tried to do like a reggae song, and Jack and the Ripper's reggae song, I think it stinks on ice, but the rest of the stuff is great, man. Loser, Cold Turkey, Safe and Secure, really good stuff. Jack and the Rippers, man. The compilation, I Think It's Over. Really cool stuff, man. Here's the label. Little Jack and the Rippers label there. And yeah, pick it up, man. If you like that kind of punky power pop stuff, man. Puke and Vomit put it out. You know, great label. Doing some really great things, man. But yeah, great stuff. From Switzerland. Recorded in 1978. So let me cue up the next one here. It's the last one, and one of my favorites of all time, man. One of my biggest influences ever. And opened up an entire new world to me when I heard his music at first, but I'm not here to wax poetic about him. I'm just here to show you the the record. You know what? I like his version of this song, so we're going to put it. So I got this one a couple of weeks ago. And I had another one I'll show you, but this is Johnny Thunders live in Los Angeles, 1987. And this, man, there's a lot of Thunders live stuff out there, man. Some of it is the quality's iffy, whatever. That is not the case with this. This is terrific, man. And I was listening to it. I'm like, you know, I think I have this, and it wound up I did have it. I had it on DVD. I have the show. It's cool because it's Thunders, Jerry Nolan, and Killer Kane all together. Yeah, and it was live at the Roxy, January 4th, 1987. And it's amazing. And it's funny because like when I saw the cover, I was like, I think I have this, but I didn't. It turns out there's one with a very similar cover. It's live in Osaka, 91, and Detroit, 1980. They have very similar covers. But even on the back, you know. But dude, both of these are excellent quality. More so this live in Los Angeles, and then you get some bonus stuff on LP, on the second LP. On side 2 is live in Osaka '91. It's great stuff too. But the main thing is here is live at the Roxy. This is great, man. And I always love Johnny's version of Pipeline. It's my favorite version of Pipeline. It's just so nasty and so great. And I love it, man. So I'm going to play that for him, take you out with that one. And, you know, a lot of Thunder stuff, live stuff, man, he's kind of messy. He's kind of messy, saying some weird stuff, going wild. And I love that, too, but that's not the case with this. It's so straightforward. The band is so tight. And you got to love Jerry Nolan, man. One of the coolest drummers ever. But, yeah, Johnny Thunders live, 1987, live in Los Angeles. Check it out. Johnny looking really